Alright, guys, here it is. Top 5 movies of 2012. Sounds a little familiar. Alright, guys, so a lot of great movies came out in 2012, alright? Movies like Skyfall and The Dark Knight Rises and Expendables 2. A bunch came out. Now, it's worth noting that these movies I am basing purely on movies that are available right now, that you can purchase right now. Okay? If not, Wreck-It Ralph and Skyfall will definitely be on this list. But seeing as they're not, consider those movies you should check out as well. Without further ado, let's get in. Coming in number 5 is Total Recall. Now, I was a little worried about this movie when it came out. I was like, oh, great, another Total Recall. Well, not really another Total Recall, but more of another reboot to an old movie. Great. The trailers didn't really convince me. It didn't really look that epic. And then, I watched the movie, and what do you know, it wasn't bad. It was the basic Total Recall story, except no Mars and no mutants. So, don't go and expect a carbon copy of the original Total Recall, because it's not. It's really not that bad. It's got some pretty good story, I guess. Whatever. Some good stories, some good acting, great action scenes. The final battle and the climax was really cool. Just overall, not a half bad movie. At least rent it. I mean, it's worth a rent at least. Alright. I'm really tired, by the way. Coming in at number 4, we have The Hunger Games. And no, I'm not going to say that stupid second line, because that's really dumb. But the world will be watching. Anyway, The Hunger Games is based off of the book by the same name. The book rocks. This movie rocks too. I really liked that it stayed pretty true to the book. A couple things they changed, but overall it was a good book. Good story, good acting. I'm really psyched to see the sequel. And yeah, that's about all I can say. This is definitely worth buying. Okay, number 3. Now we're starting to get into the heavy hitters. Number 3 is The Expendables 2. Okay, Expendables 1 was pretty awesome. This is amazing. I mean, it's got Chuck Norris in it. Right over there, he's just hanging out in the back. I mean, seriously, if you could get Chuck Norris out of retirement, then, you know that you're gonna be in for some epicness. Alright, I'm not really gonna go into the story of this. You just gotta watch it for yourself. I know that they did a great job on it, and I'm really happy that this is good. I don't know if we'll see an Expendables 3. I'm sure we will. I think I would love to. But, yeah, check it out if you like the first one. Or even if you mildly enjoyed the first one, you'll love Expendables 2. It's totally worth it. Okay, number 2. What else? The Avengers. Alright, The Avengers was a great movie. Great acting. The thing that was the greatest thing about The Avengers is that Marvel has been setting it up for years. Ever since, Iron Man 1, I think, was the first we heard about it. And then, they just kept building up and building up. Now, usually, you would think, oh, we're just going to have massive disappointment. But no, Josh Whedon did a great job. And I'm really happy that he did. This movie was amazing. It's totally worth it. It's funny. It's hilarious. It's got some sad moments, but it never misses a beat. It's just overall awesome. But I'm sure you've probably already seen it. I mean, who hasn't? That's like asking if you haven't seen Lord of the Rings. But anyway, here we are, finally. Coming in at number 1 is... Really? Is this really a surprise? It's The Dark Knight Rises. Alright, an epic and very well done conclusion to the Dark Knight trilogy. Right? It's a very good, very sad. Like, it's not really depressing, but it's just very sad because you feel the turmoil that the characters are going going through. This movie takes place 8 years after the events of The Dark Knight, and is the funny thing is that there's no organized crime in Gotham City, but it's still a very depressing setting just to see where the characters are at. And then you got Bane who comes in here and just starts, screwing everything up. And then Batman's kind of come back out of hiding. And, it's just a great movie. It has a really good ending. They pulled a couple of things in this. I was like, that's not possible. Or, yeah, that you shouldn't have done that. But anyway, overall, it's a great movie. It's a purchase at minimum. Like, you should have every single version of it, like, in every language, and just watch it over and over until the end of time, because that's how awesome it is. Alright, so yeah, those are my top 5 movies of 2012. Like I said before, if Wreck-It Ralph and Skyfall would be available to buy right now, they would totally be on here. But, that doesn't mean that the other movies would not be on here. They'd be on here too. 2012 was a great year for movies. We had a ton of stuff. Okay? A ton of good movies. 2013 looks like it's going to be pretty good too. So, we'll just have to wait and see. But until then, I'm Undead Gamer. Happy New Year, and I'm out.